This is Standard 8, Geography Lesson number 5, Ocean Currents. We have studied that ocean currents are formed due to differences in temperature, density and planetary events. Now what are ocean currents? The currents that are flowing in ocean. And following reasons are also responsible for the flow of ocean currents and their velocity. Now these are the reasons. First is rotation of Earth. Because of the rotation of Earth, the ocean currents move in clockwise direction in northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise direction in southern hemisphere. Now we know that there are two hemispheres that the earth is divided into. So northern hemisphere it is clockwise and in southern hemisphere it is anti-clockwise. The next is continental structure. According to the alignment of coastline, the direction of the ocean current changes. Now alignment is what? When we know that due to the continuous flow of the waves, it comes and dash, what happens? The level of the sand, the level of the sand and the surface, it changes. It sometimes it is very much the sand is deposited on one side on a very much large scale, and sometimes it goes sudden down. Okay, so that is it. This direction of the ocean current changes. The velocity of the ocean currents is around 2 to 10 km per hour. The ocean currents are divided into two types. One is cold currents and one is the other is warm current. Now let's see what is the next, that is effects. This is also one of the reasons, effects of ocean currents on human life. Now how it is affected on our life. In regions where cold and warm currents meet, what happens there? Planktons, vegetation, algae, etc. are grown, and this is a food for the fish. Now we know that these fish do eat this all, and large fishing grounds are formed there. So many fishes, they come there, we know that the large fish, they depend on the small fish, so they come there and eat these small fishes. Even it is a food for them. And when large fishes are there, so what happens there? People, they are very much the one who are doing fishing business. So what is there? They also come there for fishing. So it becomes a fishing ground. Okay, so Grand Bank is there in North American coast in Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so this how people are they get this thing places, and they find this places there, and they can find many fishes there, and they can have the good fishing. Now in cold regions where warm ocean currents flow, climate becomes warmer. Now what happens there? In cold regions where warm ocean currents flow, this climate here becomes warmer. And for example, the warm ocean currents flowing near western Europe, then southern Alaska, Japanese coast reduce the intensity of winters there and make them warmer, and as a result these ports do not freeze in winter. So these ports, they do not freeze, they don't have that ice, this layers of ice there, ports near, so these are, so they did not freeze in winter. Freezing means going below the minus 0 degrees Celsius, and water becomes very much like ice. So here it is, the ports are not freezing there, these places. Okay, at places where cold and warm currents meet, thick fog is formed. Now such fog create problems for transportation. Where the places where cold and warm currents meet, thick fog is formed, and this creates what? A problem for transportation. Transportation of what? Transportation for big cargo ships or the cruises. Okay, the warm Gulf Stream and the cold Labrador current meets near the Newfoundland island, this leads to dense fog. And because of the cold current, what icebergs are carried away. These are carried away from the polar areas. If such icebergs come along the marine routes, what happened? They are hazardous to the ships. So if this, because of the cold currents, what are they? Icebergs are carried away from one place to the other, and from the polar areas it is carried away with the waters. These currents, they make that icebergs to float and move further and further. And this icebergs, if it is coming in the marine routes are the routes, as we know that there are routes for vehicles, there are highways, there are directions for the vehicles to move on the roads. Similarly, there is a direction and the sea routes for the ships to move on, ships to sail. And these captains, those who are there, they are very much familiar and they are knowledgeable about these routes. So they have their marine compass, there are marine compass there, so they look at the direction. Now this technology is much advanced. With that, they can get the maps very clear in front of them, and they can sail and take their ships on the proper direction and destination. So but this, if the icebergs are coming along with the currents, what happens? It is very much dangerous for the ships, because they can dash the ship, and it can create a big damage to the bottom of the ship, and it can have a crack there in the, or it can go and damage the propellers which are helping the ship to move. Okay, so this how it is very much dangerous. Now let's see, these are some of the diagrams here. We know that earth is there are so many, there are our continents here, and this is what the other side, this side everything is water. Okay, now if you can see here the warm currents, see here warm currents are there, it flows like this, like this, like this, and the cold current is there which is flowing like this. It's like this. Okay, it cold current and warm current. Okay, this is how. Now here you can get the clear idea. This is 90 degree north, this is sea level, this is 0 degree, this is 90 degree south, this is sea level. Okay, this is 500 meter, and here down, see here how it is, the direction is like this and like this. So the currents flow in like this manner, and these are formed due to differences in temperature and density of the water in different parts of the ocean, and they flow continuously below surface and sea like a river. So this is continuously process, it is happening, and because it happens, what is there, this all things are change they are it makes the things, what, when the warm water is coming down, it is a circulation. So what happens, the below the fresh whatever this is, it is continuously rotation. So surface area and bottom area, here it is a continuous this activity going on, and the fresh water is with the nutrition level, all the things are rotating in the water, which is very much important for the fish life, for the planktons, everything, the life, marine life. It is very much important and needed. As we have, if we take an example of fish tank, we know that we have the oxygen, that cylinder which is there, or the we call it filter, oxygen filter, and it is put in that tank to circulate the water, this fresh oxygen in the water. Yes or no? So it makes the fish to breathe nicely. It helps the water to have the balance of the oxygen in the water. The same way this thing is happening. It is natural process, and it is very much needed for the marine life to grow and to move on their lifestyle. Okay.